What do you do when your mother-in-law plots a kidnapping? I never imagined motherhood would feel like surviving a siege, but that's exactly what it became, thanks to Eleanor, my mother-in-law. I'm Japanese-American, married to Michael, blonde, blue-eyed, New England old money. His family was always polite, maybe a little too polished, but nothing ever felt off. That is, until I got pregnant. We announced it over brunch. His dad toasted. His sister cried. Eleanor? She went rigid, muttered, "Well, I suppose these things happen." When I leaned in for a hug, she barely touched me. Michael snapped at her later, but the damage was done. That cold moment was the starting shot to a nightmare that only escalated. During my pregnancy, Eleanor started sending Michael helpful articles. They were all about mixed-race kids and how they supposedly struggle with identity and behavior. I blocked her. She found ways around it, through his sister, through mailed pamphlets disguised as gifts, through concerned messages about Emma's future. When Emma was born, with Michael's fine features, my dark hair, and big hazel eyes, Eleanor visited the hospital, held her for 30 seconds, and left claiming she felt faint. 8 months of radio silence. Then suddenly, Eleanor says she's in therapy. She sends a long letter about confronting internal bias, asks for another chance. She learns Japanese lullabies, sends thoughtful gifts, cooks Emma's favorite things. It felt real. So after 3 months, we allowed supervised visits. Eventually, we even let her babysit. The wedding trip was a one-night thing for my cousin. Eleanor practically begged to watch Emma. She brought homemade food, helped pack, sent photo updates every hour. At 10:47 p.m., we got a call from our neighbor. "I saw Eleanor leave over an hour ago, but I still hear Emma crying." We flew home. Eleanor wasn't answering. I called 911 mid-drive. Police were already there when we pulled in. Emma was screaming, soaked in sweat and urine, trapped in a sweltering room with the heat at 85 degrees. Eleanor had locked the windows and left. Michael found her iPad on our counter, still logged in. That's when we found out the truth. She was part of some online cult, Grandparents for Genetic Preservation, basically white supremacist grandparents who thought mixed children diluted family legacies. She had posted photos of Emma. "Look what my son did to our bloodline." That night, she'd purposely abandoned Emma, hoping we'd come home drunk from the wedding, so she could report us to CPS. She had folders full of staged evidence, photos of our house taken mid-cleaning to look messy, audio of Emma crying, fake incident logs. She came back around midnight thinking she'd walk into a CPS bust. Instead, she ran into cops. They found her parked 3 blocks away. Eleanor got charged with child endangerment and filing a false report. CPS cleared us thanks to neighbor testimony and our doorbell cam. We slapped a restraining order on her, but she didn't stop. Every morning at 8:15, Eleanor's silver Mercedes would cruise past Little Sprouts daycare. She stayed just outside the 500-foot boundary. We started building our own evidence: photos, videos, times. The daycare director moved Emma's play area to avoid street view. Then things got creepier. A manila envelope on my windshield filled with racist articles about mixed kids. Her handwriting. We saw her at Target, disguised in a hat and glasses, pretending to shop for formula. When we locked eyes, she smiled. Michael's sister Stephanie called. Eleanor had been sobbing on the phone, begging for just one visit with Emma. She offered to pay Stephanie's student loans in exchange for info. We started switching up routines. Michael's dad called, suggesting we show some grace. Michael hung up. The final straw? One night, our upgraded baby monitor caught a laser dot skimming across Emma's bedroom wall. Security cam showed a figure in dark clothes walking off into the night. The cop said, "It's just a laser pointer, nothing criminal." Click the full story to see what happened next.